We've got some massive news coming out of the crypto world today. We're talking about a high-tech overhaul and regulation that is, frankly, a potential game changer for absolutely everyone in the market.
So you got to ask yourself, how do you even begin to regulate a market that's running 24/7 all over the world and moving at the speed of light? It's a huge challenge, right? Well, it looks like one of the top US regulators thinks they've finally cracked the code.
And that brings us to August 27th, 2025. That was the day the U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commission, you know them as the CFTC, announced they're officially adopting Nasdaq's super advanced surveillance tech. This isn't just a small update. This signals a whole new era for crypto oversight.
Okay, so why the big move, and why now? To put it bluntly, the tools they were using from a different century, and they just couldn't handle the heat. The market has been absolutely ripe for manipulation, and regulators knew they needed a serious firepower upgrade to protect investors.
I mean, you can't even compare the two. The CFTC is basically leapfrogging from tech that was built in the 1990s to a state-of-the-art AI platform. The old system was completely outmatched by the sheer speed and complexity of today's crypto trading. It's a night-and-day difference.
Think about all the stuff the old system was missing. We're talking about sophisticated schemes like pump and dumps, where scammers artificially inflate a coin's price, or wash trading, where they just trade with themselves to fake volume and lure people in. These are exactly the kinds of abuses this new tech is built to hunt down.
So, what's the secret sauce here? What makes this Nasdaq platform so powerful? Come on, let's pop the hood and see how this thing actually works. This is where it gets really smart. The system uses AI to connect the dots across different markets. So, for example, it could catch a trader manipulating some tiny altcoin price to illegally cash in on a futures contract on a totally separate exchange. This lets the CFTC get ahead of the problem, moving from just reacting to crime to proactively stopping it. And hey, don't just take my word for it. The CFTC chairman himself, Rostin Banham, called this the most extensive update in decades. That tells you everything you need to know about how huge this is.
Okay, so that's the tech. But what does this all actually mean for the market? And more importantly, what does it mean for you?
Well, just look at the numbers. According to CoinMarketCap, trading volume in crypto is up 15% from last year. With billions more dollars and millions more people pouring in, the stakes are just so much higher. Better protection isn't just nice to have, it's become absolutely essential. And here's the other huge potential effect: attracting the big money. A lot of experts believe that this kind of serious oversight could finally build the trust needed to open the floodgates for institutional investment. And some analysis from Bloomberg is already pointing to assets like Ethereum and Solana as the ones that could really benefit. So, let's zoom out. What's the long-term forecast here? The experts are already trying to figure out how this single move is going to shape the entire crypto world for years to come.
And what's really interesting is that even major figures inside crypto see the benefits. Ethereum's co-founder, Vitalik Buterin, actually said that moves like this boost efficiency. So the thinking is, this is about making regulations smarter, not just heavier.
And of course, the question on everyone's mind: what about the price of Bitcoin? Well, the theory is that more stability and trust could be the exact catalyst needed for a major breakout. Some analysts are even floating a potential price target of around $113,000 if this new stability really takes hold.
So it all brings us to this one big question. With this kind of powerful surveillance now in the hands of a top regulator, are we finally seeing the end of crypto's infamous Wild West era? Or is this just the beginning of a much more mature, stable, and maybe even bigger future for crypto? We're going to have to wait and see.